Tears blushing from the moment I sat down.
Gosh.
Oh no, my stomach. Oh my goodness, my digestion. Will I be able to sleep at night? My tolerance for greasy, spicy, fried stuff has kind of gone down. Sorry guys, come at me if you want. But Mumbai cha takes the cake. The salt had started in pretty early. I had to start dyeing my hair from 25, 26. That's the secret to the glow. And the loud eaters.
Oh my God! He's on his best behavior for us. Imran, there is hope for you still. In case one day you invite us over to your 9 lakh apartment, instead of a mug shot, that's a plate shot.
Oh my God! Oh. We can get the show cancelled.
What better way to get the flavor of Mumbai than a cup of steaming Irani chai and some Bun Maska? And joining me today for that very special breakfast on a very hot Mumbai summer's day is none other than the coolest cat, at least in my opinion, Imran Khan, who's going to be joining us on Cheat Day on Khaane Mein Kya Hai. Imran Khan, as we all know by now, famously has only 3 plates in his home, but today he is going to be surrounded by lots more plates, and not just because he's eating with us, but I think metaphorically also he is going to have a very full plate, judging from the kind of love and support that is coming his way, and he's already blushing literally 30 seconds into the interview. If anyone is expecting this to be an unbiased interview, that is not going to happen, because I wear my love for Imran on my sleeve, or when I don't have one today, but you get the drift. Imran, it is so good to see you after, what has it been, like a decade or something like that, possibly more.
It's been more.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see you as well. Frankly, I was blushing from the moment I sat down.
Oh, sweet.
That tends to...
It's the heat in here.
I mean, come on, let's be real. That's always been the vibe of our interviews.
Yeah, that is true. Some things never change, actually. And, some things never change, but a lot has also. And, the thing is, Imran, it's been such an interesting journey for you, over the last, like I was saying, like a decade. So, how have your tastes changed? Obviously, we're going to be discussing food and things like that, but how have your tastes and sensibilities changed also as an individual over the last 10 years or so?
I guess one of the surprising things that has changed in life as I transitioned through my 30s into my 40s is my tolerance for greasy, spicy, fried stuff has kind of gone down.
Yeah.
In the 20s, it's like...
Here. It's very sad.
It's very sad
it's
because...
all growing old people.
Emotionally, I'm not ready for that.
I am not ready for it either. I still think I can eat like a teenager.
Yeah, so there's a part of me that will look at the menu and see the thing that is fried with cheese sauce and chilies, and then like...
Yeah, that sounds good.
Emotionally, I'm thinking that's what I would like.
Yeah.
But actually, I take 3 bites and I'm like, oh no, my stomach. Oh my goodness, my digestion. Will I be able to sleep at night because it's too heavy?
I take like 3 days to recover from a full meal nowadays. So it's one of those things.
So embarrassing, man. So embarrassing.
It's fine. So the thing is, like, you may say that your digestive system can't handle all that anymore.
Yeah.
But Imran, from where I'm sitting, looks pretty much the same. And this is very unfair. Okay, this is why life is unfair, people. Okay, looks pretty much the same as he did 10 years ago. Imran, what is it that you are eating, doing to remain looking like this?
Thank you.
Little salt and pepper to add some spice, but otherwise pretty much the same.
Again, if I'm honest, the salt had started in pretty early. I had to start dyeing my hair from around age 25, 26. I already had a fair bit of grey around the sides.
Oh, we did not know that. Well covered. But I must say, this actually suits you much better.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yes, you were saying that, what's the secret? What are you eating, doing? How are you staying this
diet-wise, I still eat mostly whatever I feel like. In recent years, if I'm honest, I have started to become a bit more concerned about looking after self.
Yeah.
So, like vitamin C serum and retinol. Do you know about retinol?
You're asking a 40-plus woman whether she knows about retinol like duh, obviously.
That's the
basically.
secret to the glow.
Yeah, but that's what's really great about Imran. Now, a lot of people would have said, oh, let's meet somewhere cool and let's meet somewhere fancy and whatever. But the thing is, actually, he actually chose to meet somewhere where there was a lot of Mumbai flavor. He wanted to meet somewhere which was non-filmy, non-fancy, and which had a lot of Mumbai flavor. So other than like an Irani cafe, what actually signifies Mumbai flavor to you?
Okay, so I have major Mumbai chaat loyalty.
Nice. Yeah.
You meet all these folks coming in from Delhi with their aloo tikki chaat
with
and
their
stuff.
accusations
Yeah,
that it doesn't match up.
And all the Calcutta people with the golgappas, and I'm like, listen, guys, you have pani puri, you have sev puri, you have ragda patties, like all of the Bombay street chaat, in my opinion. It trumps the Delhi guys, it trumps the Calcutta guys. Sorry guys, come at me if you want, but
people
Mumbai,
are going to come at you. The
Mumbai
chaat doesn't stop
Mumbai
here.
chaat takes the cake. I'm gonna put it out there and say for me that's my definitive growing up food. I remember being 5-6 years old, and my mom would take me to this Bhel Puri guy on Carter Road. And because I couldn't handle the spicy chutney and stuff then, so she would have a regular bhel and I would have sukha bhel. And as I got old enough to have the spicy chutney, then I would start having...
Then you knew you had arrived in life, basically. So, it's interesting that you talk about Carter Road. That seems to be a little bit of your happy place still.
That is actually something that I've always really appreciated about the spirit of this city. The film industry has been here for so long. Over the years, people have gotten more and more used to it. People are not as impressed with Bollywood. Yeah. So you can walk a lot of streets, you can hang out in a lot of restaurants. And people are like, dear, wo Salman Khan aate hai. They're chill.
It's not that chill also.
Okay, maybe not with Salman Khan. But at least someone like me, I can walk into a lot of places, sit down, and I might shake hands with a couple of people, say hi, but everyone is like, gives you your space. And like, cool, you can walk, you can chill, you can...
Yeah, and talking about not being impressed with Bollywood, that's a vibe that you can understand at the moment, or do you still get why people are impressed with Bollywood?
I frankly have always had a hard time fully wrapping my head around the notion of celebrity. The fact that that we know someone who we've never met, that we have thoughts and opinions about someone who we will never meet, that we all sit and discuss somebody. That whole thing is a little weird if we think about it.
Yeah, I think there's, a lot of courses still ahead for you because, like I said, we are on a food show. So what is the next course? We'll figure out this course first, and then also your course in life. So first you can look in this course and tell us what is looking exciting to you on the menu here.
I mean, right off the top, we got to check out the Kheema because that is the famous thing. They've got an entire Kheema section.
Yes. What else?
Let's start with that. And then ease our way into the Kheema.
Before we start with that, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the rooms. So you cannot sit long here, Imran.
It's a standard, like Irani cafes always have these awesome rooms.
You cannot talk loudly, okay? And no discussing gambling. Do you want to discuss gambling?
So now, interestingly, it doesn't say no gambling.
Oh, it says no discussing gambling.
So can we gamble without talking about it? Like, are we in trouble now?
Oh no, we were just having such a nice time and we're going to get kicked out. So when you go to a restaurant, and you're with anyone, it could be someone you're dating, it could be someone who you're friends with or whatever. What are those meal breakers for you? Like, we can see a whole bunch of rules here. So what are those, like, instead of a deal breaker, what's a meal breaker for you?
Meal breaker.
Like someone who eats too loudly or, is rude to the person.
I'm the loud eater.
Oh my God! Oh no! I wish I had known this.
I'm that
guy. Oh my God!
I'm also super finicky about food getting cold. So at home, I'm like, close the windows, turn off the fan. I'm one of those.
It's very annoying.
So I will sweat. The food should not get cold.
That listen, the hell out of me.
Khana thanda ho jayega. The food will get cold.
I feel like there's going to be a food fight which is going to erupt on this table at some point. Okay, whatever. I'm judging you a little bit already, but let's see if you're as bad as you claim to be. This is a breakfast of kings, people. So, as I promised at the beginning of the meal, there would be plenty of plates, on this table for Imran. Show him what more than 3 plates looks like, basically. And I think, like he was saying, he's going to be very, very loud eater. I'm going to try very hard to not judge him at all.
Can we fix the audio later on?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a bit difficult. Also, he has told me he's not going to talk to me while he eats food, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be very entertaining to not talk to someone who's eating very loudly.
Look, you also have to understand, I grew up in boarding school.
Oh, correct. You don't have to say more.
If you don't eat fast, you don't eat.
Don't worry, I understand. Been there, done that, seen that. So, what is looking the most appealing to you at the moment, Imran?
This omelette looks crazy.
Yeah.
The Kheema is the one that I'm really curious about trying.
Yeah.
The Bun Maska also. So I have never really gotten into paya. The shorba, the gravy is, I always like that.
It's also extremely nourishing. This I'm sure you know, right? It's extremely nourishing. So I'm really trying to sell the paya to you.
Hey, I'm down to try.
Yeah, we shall try it. We shall both give each other the strength to carry on. And by the way, have you, obviously it's so hot. Have you tried this before?
Yeah, so this is like such a blast from the past.
Is it? So tell us your experiences with Sosyo.
Sosyo. It's again one of those deadly Irani things, that you always have. It's this and that red colored dukes, which are always the Irani cafe staples.
Yeah. Like you're saying, a burst of nostalgia.
A burst of nostalgia. And,
I like the way you're smelling it so that it can take you back to some moment. What moment is it taking you back to?
So back when we were in school, the flavor of this thing, this friend of mine maintained that it was made with, with Kisan mixed fruit jam.
Yeah.
It has a very similar flavor, and my friends were like, it's the same thing. That's where they
jam in a drink. What's to complain about, right? Like it sounds like most people's dream. It sounds like a Willy Wonka creation.
Yeah, it's a Willy Wonka type of thing.
Correct. Yeah.
I don't think that's true. And
it's grape and apple cider. I have done my research.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, this answers the question. I've never known. I've always just said.
So proud I'm able to share a recipe. It's the first for me.
Kisan mixed fruit jam flavored soft drink. It turns out that's not the case. Okay.
Yeah. I was re-watching Jaane Tu because I just felt like I should because obviously I'm meeting you and I was reading like a lot of the reviews, a lot of people talking about it, and everyone is like, I spent like my 20s looking for a boyfriend like what you portrayed in Jaane Tu, and they never quite got it. So trust me, there are many people who appreciate what they now call non-toxic masculinity and things like that. But that's also kind of who you are as a person. And that brings me to that, the question which I wanted to ask is basically, everyone has been clamoring for a Jaane Tu sequel and things like that. Do you think that's ever going to be on the cards, or is that just not the space you're in anymore? Have you moved on from that role? Have you moved on from that phase? What do you feel?
Well, see, for Jaane Tu specifically, I don't know where the story could go because there is an emotional culmination for Jay and Aditi. They have a journey, individual and together, that kind of resolves and culminates in such a way that I don't know what one could do with the story.
But the journey doesn't end with just finding love. It also ends while keeping that love going, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, but I would be interested in exploring that story with a new set of characters. My sense is that now I would like to look at the kinds of relationships that in some way reflect where I am in life.
Yeah.
And where then a lot of people are. When you're in your 20s, your romantic journey is somewhere else.
Correct. Yeah.
Now I'm 41.
Yeah.
It's always kind of a progression. Ideally, you want to grow with your audience.
Yeah.
You want to tell stories that speak to where they are at this point in life.
We have to talk about what you want to do next professionally, in terms of like what kind of, stories you're looking at. But what's the next course for you personally?
I'm now at a place where I am really wanting to reconnect and re-engage with the movie business. Because I love movies. I love to make movies. I love to tell stories. And I'm now feeling that creative itch. Like I want to do something. So I'm not looking for a film that would give me a huge paycheck. I'm not looking for a film that will, break box office records. What I'm looking for is, do I feel emotionally connected to a story? And is someone out there willing to give us a few bucks to make that film? And that in and of itself, I think is a win. That is a privilege.
So you actually grew up in a lot of different places.
I grew up all over the place,
you grew up all over the place, and the kind of schools that you went to were not like your average schools. And I'm guessing they taught you a lot about life, food. Like, you said boarding school. So what was that like?
Well, I've been to like a normal boarding school, and I've been to what the best way to describe it is kind of a Gurukul, which was far more alternative. So in that school, we had to cook for ourselves. We had to clean for ourselves, and not just cook. I mean, we chopped the firewood before we started cooking.
Oh, now this is a breakfast of kings, people.
As a solid Kheema.
Yeah. He's not eating very loudly, people, I must say. He's on his best behavior for us. Imran, there is hope for you still. Yeah. Okay, I haven't said that. It was a big crunch, but that's fine. It's just crunchy bread. What are family celebrations, family get-togethers like, and how much of a role does food really play in the whole thing?
Food is always a major part of, I think with all families, it's kind of the thing that brings everyone together. Everyone gathers around the table. And
so, like, what's the average menu for the family get-togethers?
By and large, the family gets together at Aamir's mom's place. Our whole family kind of lives within a few minutes of each other, all in that Bandra area. So we tend to all congregate on big family events at my Chotti Nani's place, and that's what I call her. She is the last bastion of the classic old style cooking.
Oh, sweet.
So, to date, genuinely, the Seekh kebabs at her house are head, shoulders, and then another head and shoulders above any Seekh kebab that I have eaten anywhere. It doesn't even come close. It's legendary. It's amazing. So yeah, that is one of my fondest food memories, and that's one of those things that the whole family kind of gets together.
Yeah.
Chotti Nani is making Seekh kebabs. Everyone's there.
Let's drop everything that we're doing.
Yeah,
Let's be there, basically, right? So yeah, that's the great thing about family. I think that, obviously, like, you have all these occasions to celebrate with them and things like that. So how important have they been? Have they understood your journey? Have they, in some ways, tried to, talk you out of it, as a lot of families tend to do? What's the role they've played?
My family is full of individualists.
You don't say. I would never have guessed.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. You're not that lovey-dovey kind of family, that's saccharine, but you're all very individual, but
yes,
kind of come together.
But we are very supportive and empowering of each other's individualism.
Oh, that's a great line.
Yeah.
That is a great line.
So many of the choices that I've made have been kind of counter to shall we say, the classic way of thinking, which is, if you are doing a thing, then you double down on that. You don't just say, okay, no. But there's precedent for this. My uncle Mansoor, he went to IIT, then on to MIT.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, you know what? I'm going to make movies instead. So he dropped that line, made 4 movies, and after his 4th film, he's like, you know what? Now I'm done with this. He dropped the entire thing and moved off to Kannur. He ended up opening a farm, making organic cheese. That's where his heart led him. Now, for someone else who is working in the Hindi film industry, that makes no sense. How do you stop making Hindi films? You move to the mountains of Kannur, and you become a cheese maker?
Yeah.
For anyone on the outside to question that is ridiculous.
Absolutely. So, where do you feel the most peaceful and happy these days? Because following your heart and doing what is authentic to you takes a tremendous amount of courage.
Well, see, ultimately, if you are not doing that, you are not the best version of self for your family, for your kids. I'm a father, and I recognized a couple of years into parenthood that if I wanted to be the best father for my child, I had to also first be the best version of myself. If you are not strong, capable, conscious, present, how will you raise a child? How will you care for them?
And talking about, fatherhood, how would you define yourself?
Actually, around the time that my daughter was born, I only made one film at that point. And I'd kind of, just before she was born, I'd consciously made a choice to stay home, be present for her birth, be there through those initial months to kind of be a parent and to help raise her.
Yeah.
So now, even though I am divorced and we're separated, I share custody of her. Half of the week, Thursday to Sunday, she's with me. And I wanted to be the guy who does this hands-on. So I don't have a nanny, I don't have a maid even in my home, I don't have any live-in staff. I want to handle all of these things myself. So when my daughter's with me, I cook, I bathe her, I put her to bed. So one of her favorite things is called Eggy in the Basket.
Oh, so cute.
So this is the thing
Sounds
that
like an Easter special or something.
It's super simple. You get a slice of bread.
Yeah.
You take a glass and you cut a circular hole in the center of the piece of bread.
Yeah.
Butter it, fry it, and you crack an egg into the center so it binds into the bread.
Oh, I'm going to steal this recipe for my children.
It's great fun. Kids love it. She loves it. Now she's started experimenting with it. Like, I want shapes.
Oh my gosh.
So now
She's a creative soul, basically, with her eggs already.
Yeah. So now she will cut, a heart shape into the bread, or she'll cut a star shape into the bread, something like that.
You got another artist on your hands, I'm telling you, in a family full of artists already. Imran is finally digging into his omelette.
The omelette.
Yeah. That looks very interesting,
Oh.
I must say. So how is it?
That is solid.
It's not the easiest thing to navigate the situation that you're in currently, How do you actually do it with so much grace? Because there are so many people in this situation who just don't know how to handle it, and then it ends up actually affecting the child in the process. So what is your advice really?
It really does depend on kind of the parents' intent. My mom and dad divorced when I was just about 3 years old. Despite them divorcing, they kind of approached it with the sense of, just because we are not together does not mean we do not both care for Imran, or our child.
Yeah.
So the approach was, my parents changed the status of their relationship between themselves, but not their relationship to me. And I kind of use that as a roadmap myself.
Yeah.
Where the intent is that our child should know that she is loved absolutely without question, without reservation. And that both of her parents love her, care for her, and want the best for her. If she has that experience, the rest is okay.
It seems that the world is going to see you in a very, very different light. And I think the light which you always were in, actually, it's just that maybe the rest of the world didn't know it. So, Imran, thank you so much. It's been so great. And we have a small gift for you, because in case one day you invite us over to your 9 lakh apartment, and you don't have enough plates, we have something small for you.
You got me plates.
Yes. Because I know Lekha thinks you don't have enough plates.
Yes, that is
so
part of the
this is
discussion.
actually for Lekha, and this is in case you don't have enough clones.
These are 4 plates.
Yeah, 4 plates.
For breakfast,
plus-
lunch, dinner.
Plus 3, so 7 plates. So you can invite the whole team also.
So I can eat
over.
one meal every day of the week.
You're most welcome, and to many, many, many happy meals. With instead of a mug shot, that's a plate shot.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I had to say
Oh my
it.
God! Oh.
It's a terrible one.
We'll get the show cancelled. Yeah.